now convinced that their 8-month-old son, Daniel Jr., is not his biological child. Why?
Beth is nothing but a low-down, lying cheater. I know she was out there whoring around. And that's why I'm sure I'm not Daniel Jr.'s father. That kid was born with a cone head. I got a perfectly round head. Give me a break. I've seen the text messages from her friend telling her to cheat on me. And that's just what she did. And that's why we're in this situation today. I'm tired of the stress, and I'm tired of the drama. If this DNA test proves I'm not the father, Beth can kiss my ass.
What do you think about that?
That makes me so mad.
You hear this all the time?
I hear it all the time.
Right.
Constant.
20 different guys you've been messing with.
I guess so.
Was there a time in your life where you were a little wild or not?
No. He has no reason to believe that I cheated on him ever.
Who are all these men he thinks that you're messing with?
He thinks that I'm messing with his family, my own family,
Oh, really?
my friends, random people walking down the road, anybody and everybody.
How long have you all been together?
3 years.
So you get pregnant, you tell him?
Yep.
Happy?
He was shocked. He was shocked at first, and then after a couple of weeks, it came the denial. It's not your kid.
So what was his reaction when you gave birth?
When we had the baby, it came out with a cone head, like normal babies come out with a cone head. And it came out with dark hair.
Dark hair.
Dark hair and
Oh, that'll do it, right.
Yep.
And a month after you gave birth, what happened?
He broke up. He left.
Oh, he left.
He just left. Yeah.
Meanwhile, you're not the only one upset at him, right?
No, his family, my whole family, everybody's upset with him.
His family.
His family.
Right.
His cousin Crystal's here with me today.
His cousin?
Yeah.
So Crystal is here. She's furious at her own cousin, and we're going to hear from her in a bit. Why else does he deny your son?
Because me and my friend got pregnant at the same time, he thinks in his head that we somehow planned to get pregnant at the same time.
Right. With other guys.
Yes, with other guys,
And
random
the fact
guys.
that I don't know if your friend knows who the father of her child is.
No, she does not.
She does not.
No.
And because of that...
That means that I don't know either.
Do they have a good relationship, Daniel Jr. and Daniel?
I mean, he's around, but he's not there.
Not emotionally?
No, not emotionally. Junior, when he comes home from work, Junior's usually kicking and yelling, wanting his dad's attention, and his dad will just walk right past him and not pay any attention to him whatsoever.
Okay. So now that Daniel Jr. is a little older, you think they look alike?
Look at that. I mean, come on. Come on. Do I really have to point it out? The eyes, the nose, the mouth. Come on.
Now, recently, I mean, you discovered something that made the situation even worse.
I am 3 months pregnant with his child again.
And guess what? He has the same attitude
Same attitude.
that he had with Daniel Jr.
Same attitude.
Well, you think if you prove that he's the father of Daniel Jr., he will give this up about the child you're
I
carrying?
sure hope so. He needs to step up.
All right. Everybody, here's Daniel. Daniel, come on out. Wait a second. Let's get this straight. This woman here has been messing around with 20 men.
Pretty sure she was out there with her friend when they were all out just running around. 'Cause she's been out there hanging out, like, how many other guys a night? And you just take off with her and you're not out seeing another guy?
Why'd you all get back together then if you think she's...
I don't know. I mean, they kind of hope the kid's mine. I mean, want to be there, we just want to get all his headache
You want to be
taken
the
care of.
father of that child?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I just want all his go away. I mean...
Really?
Are you sure? Because you keep denying him. You've done it since day one.
Well, when you run off with your friend and get pregnant at the same time...
With my friend, when you start acting a fool, I walk away from the situation.
Ignore me for days at a time. Just take off with her, hang out with exes and all that.
You block me on Facebook. You won't text me back. You know I don't have a phone. Who broke my phone?
The brat, you broke mine.
Nobody in your family thinks that you're not that kid's father.
I know. I mean, it's just pretty ironic. I mean, she's out with her friend and gets
Your
pregnant
whole
at the same time.
family, Daniel. Come on.
All this.
You're not just hurting him. You're hurting your whole family, taking him away. Everybody. It's not about you. You have a child.
Why do I get the feeling that you're accusing her of cheating? It's because you've been the cheater all along.
No? Come on, Daniel.
Well, every time I went and messed around with another girls, every time you were taking off for weeks at a time,
That doesn't
ignoring
mean that
me.
you can go cheat on me. Was I cheating on you? You don't still faithful. I was at home taking care of our son, and guess what you were doing?
Okay. As I understand it, when you were at the hospital when she gave birth and the baby came out, and you were worried about the way the head of the baby is?
So that's more like the hair.